But Anime Expo in general, there was a lot going on.
There was a lot of news.
There was so much news at Anime Expo, and a lot of really cool things, especially if you're a fan of dubs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Megan!
Big
So
fan.
going off of that Megway.
Yes, going off of that Megway, one of the pieces of news is that One Punch Man is officially getting a dub. They showed a preview trailer at Anime Expo, and Miranda was actually there to see it live in person.
It was at the Toonami panel, which I barely got into. It was super crazy how fast that panel filled up.
Wow.
Like, I barely got in the line, like, and just, like, maybe 4 or 5 minutes later, they stopped the line. So it's no one else could get in. So I got very lucky. And then they showed the trailer there, and they also promised to show us 5 minutes from the dub, but our power got cut off. So we couldn't see it.
No.
Yeah, because this is one of the later ones. Like, oh, sorry, guys, we can't. So that sucked. But trailer was great. I only saw the dub with Saitama, but I think that's kind of like one of the most important things. Because he's got to be right? Yeah. You don't want him to be like kind of listless and chill.
Yeah. You don't want him to be too lax. You want him to be sort of, flippant about things, but not like bored or unenergetic.
And
so how was it?
Spot on. Yes. I was so happy. I was just like, all right, this is a dub I'd watch. Like, I tend to watch subs more just because, one, they come out faster because it's obviously sub first. And two, I just don't usually have the time to go back and watch dubs, but I will on the occasion. There's certain things that I love the dub for. But this is the one where I would be like, hey, maybe I'll go back and watch One Punch Man because this dub is awesome.
Yeah, it's one of those ones I would because it's just so hard to multitask when you're watching a sub. I mean, like if I'm trying to multitask while watching a sub, like I'll pick up on phrases, but when the episode's over, I'm like, oh god, I gotta watch that again.
Yeah, it's usually one of those things you can multitask with a sub if you've seen it before.
Yeah,
but if you haven't, then
I'm really excited because sometimes I'll like be doing something else. I'll be practicing kanji or something because I'm going to practice kanji while watching anime. I'm that kind of person. But
I'm so happy I'm not the only one.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's just rote memorization. So you're not really thinking about it. You're just kind of like, okay, how many strokes is this? Okay. So I'm excited because it's something a show I really like that apparently it's going to be super, super well dubbed that I can watch while I'm doing that.
Yeah, I do that a lot at work where I do a lot of copy pasting and editing and stuff like that sometimes during the day, and then I'll have a dub on in the background, and so I'll be bursting out laughing randomly.
I kind of like it when I get behind on a show, I can just like turn on Funimation and listen to their dubs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Funimation.
So that was a super big deal.
Yeah, and that it's coming to Toonami is a big deal too.
Yeah.
So that would be nice.
A very big deal. Anything that puts One Punch Man in front of more eyeballs makes me happy because I love that show so much.
Very appropriate for Toonami. What else?
So keeping on the dubbing theme, Crunchyroll is going to start doing dubbing and
That's
releasing
big.
Blu-rays and DVDs. So they're going to...
That's huge.
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
They named off quite a few of them, which you can check out that news on IGN.com. It's a great website. Check it out.
Might have heard of it.
So they're going to dub and release a Blu-ray and DVD for Cabanera of the Iron Fortress, which I am super excited for.
So if you don't have Amazon Prime, now you don't have to be sad.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna release that on Crunchyroll, for streaming.
For streaming,
they will
but
have
having the DVD,
Blu-ray.
Yeah, the Blu-ray.
So the releasing, did they say that they're also doing a dub for that one as well?
Yes. So it is gonna get a dub, and it's really exciting because I wonder where they're gonna be recording. Because so far, like with Funimation, they record out in Texas, so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of talent they get out here. If they record out in California, or if they do it in their office. I know they have a huge office.
Yeah, they do have
too.
Room for it. I wonder what the studio situation would be like. But it is really cool just to see Crunchyroll expanding into that because they just haven't been doing that, and that's super, super huge.
And it's also cool just to have more competition for people licensing and releasing Blu-rays and DVDs. To see like what other kind of offers you can get and see what sort of. I want to see if they're going to do a lot of like special edition stuff because those are the kind of things. It's like when I buy a Blu-ray for anime, it's usually for like my favorite things.
Yeah, right.
And so I'm more inclined to buy special edition things because I'm waiting for
buying it for favorite reasons.
Because I love it so much. So that's really exciting, and I can't wait to see also what their model is going to look like. If they're going to do more of an Aniplex sort of very Japanese style, like here's 2 to 5 episodes on one Blu-ray.
Or here's
Wait
the
for
whole
the next
show.
one. Yeah,
or
like
that's
Funimation
how much a
does it.
Blu-ray can fit.
Yeah.
However much a Blu-ray can fit, I don't know.
Yeah, so we'll see. That'll be very interesting to follow up on.
Yeah. Next up.
Coming to Blu-ray. I am so excited.
It's in all caps. It's in all caps. Are you ready?
I can't say I can't read what I wrote because we'd have to do a lot of bleeping. But Code Geass! Yes!
Yeah.
Finally!
It's back.
No, seriously, I'll believe it. It says Code Geass is back. Holy bleep! Yes, finally I need it, and it's all.
And
in
just
caps.
signed Miranda.
Yeah, I was gonna curse a lot more, but I was just like, I'll just leave it there. Yes, Code Geass is one of my favorites. I watched it forever ago. And I missed out when they had it on DVD for I think it was like the Anime Legends DVD that Bandai distributed. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember exactly who had it. But regardless, they stopped distributing it, and I was just like, I need a Blu-ray. And then Funimation's like, hey, we're going to put it on Blu-ray. And I was like, yes! So there's also going to be a collector's edition with both seasons, or you can buy just normal editions with each season separately. Yeah. And just, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Suzaku, you're funny.
There's more news, though, for Dragon Ball fans. There's a couple of things today. Shout out to Microsoft for releasing the entire first season of the original Dragon Ball Z season today, or when we record.
So, but the big Dragon Ball news out of Anime Expo was, of course, Viz Media picking up Dragon Ball Super manga.
Yeah,
which,
not the anime.
Not the anime. If you have been following the show for a while, we haven't talked about Dragon Ball Super because it's not available legally here in the US, which is where we are. So it's really cool. Just like, okay, we're getting the manga. One step closer to getting the anime. Hopefully someone picks it up. So that's a big piece of news.
Yeah, so it's very hopeful that maybe we'll get the anime soon. Also, when I went to Toei's booth, they had a big display for Dragon Ball Super. I'm just like, what a big tease. Like, hey, we can't even get that legally.
Thanks, Toei.
Wow, just come on, Toei.
Yeah, it was
Why you gotta be like this?
Yeah,
you want people to watch it legally, bring it over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also, I'm super excited too. Revolutionary Girl Utena is getting a reprint. Just the manga. The anime is supposed to come out this year on Blu-ray from Right Stuff and Nozomi Entertainment, so that's a separate thing. Yep. But the manga is coming out, which is really exciting because Viz had the rights to that. I'm not sure what happened for a long time because they didn't reprint it. And I've been slowly trying to like collect old editions, and then they're like, "Oh, we're just gonna release like special editions." I was like, "Yes, finally!" Because it's also another one of my favorites. So if you haven't seen Utena, do that.
I think good stuff. Good 90s anime.
Yeah, they have the entire sub on YouTube from Nozomi Entertainment for free. So you should check that out.